So our purpose is also our greatest commandment. This is the topic for today. Our purpose is also our greatest commandment. That is to say, no matter the purpose that you are called to fulfill on earth, that purpose must be wrapped in the greatest commandment. So whatsoever your purpose is, it must be wrapped up in the greatest commandment. That's why the Bible says that all the laws and the prophet, the total law, all the law and prophet is included, or is, what is the word it uses, or consists of one word: love. So by saying that all prophets and law consist in one word, that is to say that their purpose, the purpose of all the law, or the whole law that we have, the purpose of all the law, everything you read in the Old Testament, and the purpose of all the prophets that you have ever heard about in the Old Testament, all the prophets, all the law, everything comprised in one thing, in one word, in one commandment, the commandment of love. Can you believe it? So no prophet fulfills his mandate and his calling without, reflecting the nature of God. And what is the nature of God? The most primary of the nature of God is love. So all prophets and all law comprises of one word of love, So the law and the prophet and the fulfillment, love is the fulfillment of the law. Love is the fulfillment of the law. So you cannot fulfill your purpose without love. You can only fulfill your purpose when your purpose is enwrapped in love. Because love is the fulfillment of the law. Love is the fulfillment of the prophets. So no matter who you are, mention any human being when the foundation and the essence of their call is not engulfed and wrapped in love, then they cannot be said to have fulfilled their calling. So that's why Jesus, when they ask him, what is the greatest commandment? That's why it is absolutely clear that it is only one commandment that it is. But we today, if you look at the churches, especially in Africa today, you will hear them talk about all kinds of laws. They will talk about Moses, they will talk about adultery, they will talk about Sabbath, they will talk about all kinds of laws. Don't kill, don't steal, false. They will talk about all the laws. Don't wear women's dress. Women shouldn't wear men's dress. Men shouldn't wear women's dress. They will talk about first fruit. They will talk about all kinds of things, tithe. But the real one, the real and the only one that signifies it, and that is only going to be, on what basis you will be affirmed by God that your calling has been fulfilled, is love. And that's the only one that people don't talk about so much. Tithe is not even as significant in the eye of God as the commandment of love. First fruit is not as significant in the eye of God like the commandment of love. So all these things could be done, but if they are not done in love, they are not recognized in heaven. So for example, if you are not living a life of love, but you are busy giving tithe and offering and counting your tithe and offering, that tithe and offering, all the sacrifices you are making, all the money you have given to the church, without living a lifestyle of love, is not recognized in heaven. So you can give as much first fruit as you want, but those are still part of the law. But all the law is fulfilled in one word: in love. So anything you want to preach, it doesn't matter what you preach from the Old Testament or from the New Testament, if it's not engulfed in love, if it's not in love, if it's not wrapped in love, you've done nothing. You have not done anything. So that's the only thing that we are all actually supposed to concern ourselves with. That's the only topic, that's the only reality that we are supposed to be living in with God. So, our purpose must be wrapped up in the greatest commandment, which is love, if we are fulfilling purpose. Otherwise, there's no way that purpose is going to be recognized before God. All our efforts will not be recognized before God if it is devoid of love. The same thing with, with individuals. That's what when it talks about the prophets. Prophets, their greatest assignment too must be in fulfilling the commandment of love. So love is not just the greatest commandment like which we have to abide by, but from yesterday's message, that love is both a purpose and function. That we are actually made to function. Our purpose is also made to be realized in love. Our calling is supposed to be realized and brought to pass through love as well. So both our purpose and our calling and our functioning, our essence is to be engulfed in love. So love is what makes life meaningful, and it's what makes everything to have sense. So our purpose is also our greatest commandment. So whatsoever purpose you have, even you yourself, your whole life is supposed to be all about love. Extending love, especially to the less privileged, to the people who are less fortunate, to the people that need that love most. All problems in the world is a love problem. Either loving yourself too much or not loving others as much. So let's say that you are fulfilling purpose. Anytime we try to fulfill purpose without love, that's where all the problem comes from. So anytime you try to fulfill purpose without love, you have problem. So problem is in trying to fulfill purpose without love. Love is the fulfillment of purpose itself. Our purpose is our greatest commandment is in love. Now, loving the unlovable, loving the less privileged, not just loving yourself, but when you love yourself too much, or not loving others as yourself, or loving others too much, then all problems come as a result of that. A misdirected love is loving the wrong things, loving self and other things too much instead of loving God and people. So our purpose is our greatest commandment. It's also our greatest commandment. So whatever purpose you have is all supposed to be wrapped up in love. If you have been watching our videos and maybe you enjoy them, maybe you don't enjoy them, but still we need you to help us spread the word. And for that to happen, we only need you to take 5 little steps. Please help us spread this word by liking the video. Then, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We also need you to press the notification button, and the way to do that is to click on the bell. You see the bell there? Click on it. Then, of course, leave your comments. Let's know what you're thinking about each video. And finally, we need you to go and share the word. Share this video on your Facebook timeline, on your Instagram, and every other platform that you have. All right? Let's win the world for Christ. Thank you so much. Peace.